on this Friday as we get into the weekend. It's very pleasant outside this morning.
It is. And it's so bright from the full moon still up in the air.
The buck moon?
The buck moon. I didn't know it was called that until I was trying to find information on it earlier.
They name every moon. You know, that we had the strawberry moon. People think it's supposed to be red. No, strawberries. This is supposedly when the deer are very sexually active.
Yeah.
And the bucks are out looking for some action.
I know, that's what it said. It said it was time to reflect when young male deer grow their antlers.
Right. So there you go. If they call it the buck moon. I didn't realize, when I was growing up, you just had the waxing and waning of the moon. You had it was full, not full, half full, quarter moon. Mm-hmm. I didn't know but they've been naming them for centuries.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. They never mentioned that until the last couple of years.
I know. I didn't know that either. I bought a farmer's almanac.
I love
this
those.
year, though.
Isn't this the last year?
That's what they said.
Yeah.
They said they were going to go to digital, which I hate that.
Yeah, because, the Poor Richard's Almanac, wasn't that the one that was started by Benjamin Franklin?
I think so.
And, it's kind of a standard little yellow book.
Yeah.
I used to get them all the time. And they were great for coming up with some neat stuff for the shows,
Yeah.
I guess it'll still be digital, but that seems...
It's not the same.
I like having it in my hand.
I know. Me too. And, they're not... They're kind of expensive for the size that they are. I think the one I got was like maybe $10. So it can't be that they're losing money on them.
I don't know. Apparently they are. If they weren't, they wouldn't stop.
Yeah,
if
maybe
it's
they'll
making
have
them money,
them,
they wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah, maybe they'll have them where you can order it still, like if you kind of like a pre-order type thing. I know,
maybe $30 a book or something. But a lot of the farmer guys will tell you it's worth whatever they want for it because they love the things. And my grandfather, he planted everything in his garden by whatever the almanac said. It did no wrong.
Yeah.
It was the thing he lived by. He talked about he knew how the weather was going to be that winter. Now, did it ever really be that? No. But he believed it.
No, but it was close enough.
But it was apparently it is, or it wouldn't have survived 200 years of people believing in it.
I know. They have two different categories, like what days are best to wean your child from something, or
really?
the best days to wean animals, and all that, not just planting.
Yeah, they got some neat things in there, and there's
the best time, like there's one, it's the best time to fish. Like if depending on what day it is it better to go in the morning or the afternoon?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
They had all kind of things in there about cooking, and and then there's old wives' tales, and they bust those. They're great. If you've never just sat down and really looked through the Farmer's Almanac, especially Poor Richard's. They've got little all the things that we say now, like straight as a crow flies, don't cry over spilt milk, da da da. That all came from the almanac.
Yeah.
So
it's neat to have. But it is a full moon. The moon is still out. It was beautiful last night. It's really pretty,
yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of neat when you have clear enough. Now, it's not going to be clear from tonight on, but we got a 35% chance of rain today.
Yes.
And then more so Saturday's supposed to be pretty wet.
I know.
Could be even, flash flooding and all that stuff.
And I saw where they were saying there could be possible tornadoes, which I didn't realize it was tornado season.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think tornado or hurricane.
They said tornado.
Yeah. Tornado season in the South is almost all the time.
Yeah.
And then, but hurricane season goes all the way through November.
Oh, my goodness.
Almost to the end of November, which I didn't realize.
Yeah. I know we got stuck in Hurricane Nate in New Orleans.
Did you?
Yeah. It was just a tropical storm when we first went down there, but then it turned into a hurricane.
And New Orleans is not a great place to be when it's... New Orleans is basically underwater.
I know. It was
lower
flooding.
Than sea level.
Well, not flooding terribly, but flooding enough that it kind of scared us.
Yeah, Houston's that way. Houston just floods all the time.
My gosh.
I know.
Huh.
So anyway, we could have some bad rain tomorrow. My son, I don't get to see him but once or twice a year. He lives up in Rhode Island. And he came in, flew in yesterday, and he's staying with us through Sunday morning. I mean, it's a short trip. But you hate it to be nasty weather when he's here, you know, because we like to go out and do things. He gets to go to places. He grew up here, but, you know, hadn't lived here since the 80s. Yeah. So he comes in and, you know, we want to do things, but if it's storming or raining, he can go into a park or anything
it's not
outside.
Fun.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Well, today is National Mutt Day, for those of you who don't know.
M-U-T-T?
Yes.
Like a mixed breed dog?
Yep. That's it.
Most of my dogs have all been, I had one very purebred Doberman, which was an amazing animal. But I've had mutts all my life, and they've been the best animals, best dogs.
I know. Mine have too. And I have now a Dachshund. She's purebred. She's so annoying. God love her. Little slinky.
Dachshunds are kind of annoying. I mean, we had a chocolate Dachshund, George. And George was a traveler. He was a ladies' man and a traveler. And George just took off, got out of the fence one day, and
never
came back. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
And we'd had him for years.
George.
Do what?
Runaway George.
Runaway George. George was a ladies' man, and when he felt the call, off he went, and we'd have to go find him.
Well, Slinky is a mean girl.
Is she?
Yes, she'll bark. She barks at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you please hush?
Dachshunds can be pretty yappy.
They're so
they're
yappy.
That breed.
They're hushes.
They're yappy dogs.
Yeah. And I never realized that. So when I was Decent's age, I had a Dachshund that looks just like the one we have now, but his name was Jose.
Jose.
Yes. And I was obsessed with that little dog. I loved him so much. So I told Bailey, I was like, I want Decent to have a little weenie dog like I did. It'll be his size, you know. Yeah. And he gets so annoyed with her because she jumps up.
She's your dog?
The color of my hair. She's red.
Oh yeah. George was brown. My Dachshund.
Yeah.
And that was back in the '60s.
But
George was considered himself quite the ladies' man, and he considered himself quite the ladies' man with dogs that he attempted to woo with his charms, and the poor little guy he was a miniature dachshund.
Yeah.
And he was going after dogs far too big for him to ever achieve any success with. And
he had big dreams.
He had big dreams and very fruitless dreams. But.
Well, today is National Mutt Day. It says there's approximately 3.3 million dogs that enter shelters every year.
That's so sad, isn't it?
I know it.
And many of these shelters have to end up killing them,
I know.
euthanizing them.
It's so
I like
sad.
the no-kill shelters, but they're overwhelmed.
They are. And I've seen a lot where the shelters, and even Roger was telling us, he was in earlier in the week, he was saying
Who's
that
Roger?
Roger Perkins, the commissioner.
Of what?
Here in Clanton,
okay.
in Chilton County. He's a county commissioner.
County commissioner.
Yes. He comes in once a month and gives us updates and does all that. But he was saying that our shelter in Chilton County has been flying animals. They've been working with
like up
rescue.
north and places. Yeah.
And there's so many shelters that do that. And I'm like, where are they taking them to?
Well, it's weird because I guess there are places, we are overrun with cats and dogs especially, right?
We are.
Apparently there are places that they're not.
That is crazy.
And isn't that amazing? Because I just assumed it was like this everywhere, but apparently up north it's not.
Yeah.
Because I know I have a buddy that he's a pilot, and he's done some of the flights for these shelters, and they'll put them in an airplane, crates of them. And boy, people are just when they land, people are so happy to get these dogs.
Oh my gosh!
And here
that's wonderful.
We can't give them away.
Yeah.
So it's pretty bizarre. I thought it was like this everywhere.
Yeah, me too.
But apparently the South has an awful lot of animals that we can't get rid of.
Yeah.
And it's sad because they say many of the shelters, especially the no-kill shelters that just hang on to them, they get these older dogs. Mm-hmm. And they're not dogs that particularly are banned. A lot of them were dogs that belong to elderly people who
and they're
go
older.
into nursing homes and stuff and can't take the dogs with them.
Yeah.
So you've got these older animals that nobody will adopt. It's so sad.
I know. And it's awful because you really can't get to know the dog there because it is so loud.
It is. It's a shelter that's full of just yapping, barking, excited dogs.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because you'll see some of these older ones and they're looking at you like, they know they're in a shelter, and it's like, take me. And if it was me, I'd have 35 dogs at home. I mean,
me too.
I can't go to a shelter anymore. I used to go help a lot, but I can't do it now because I can't look at their eyes and not take one.
I know. It's so sad. Well, that was something else I was going to mention. Of course, they're always taking donations and volunteers. And if you can't adopt a dog, you can go and volunteer to walk a dog, or you can carry out a dog for a day if you wanted to carry it to the park or go get a pup cup or all the fun things.
If you need to talk to these folks at the shelters. So if you can't take a dog, you're not able to even walk or whatever. Man, these people need towels.
Yes.
They need newspaper. Of course, there's no newspaper anymore, but they need all these supplies.
That packing, I bet they could use the packing paper when you order Amazon.
Yes.
They put so much paper in those boxes.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
And you could donate all kinds of things, or money. They do need the money.
Yeah.
But you could donate a lot of. They need old towels. They need all kinds of stuff.
We were talking with the Friends of Chilton Animals. They were here last week, and she was saying that, because I asked her about that. You always see that. That's like where you should take your sheets and your towels and things like that. And I feel like a lot of people, especially if you regularly carry stuff to the thrift store, it's easier just to stuff it in a bag and take it to the thrift store versus taking it somewhere else,
Right.
But she was saying if sheets or towels or anything like that have any kind of discrepancy on them at all, they'll just throw them away.
Yeah, they're not going to resell or try to sell a sheet that's stained or torn or worn.
So you might as well take them over
to the
Humane
shelter
Society,
and let them use them. They love it.
That's what she said. She's like, we don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
the dogs don't care, and the cats don't care, and they need them for the kittens and the puppies and the dogs.
That's right.
Older dogs. I mean, it's a shame you see people just throw a lot of stuff away.
I know.
That they really need and want.
Yeah.
So call the shelter and say, hey, what's some stuff? Do you need anything? What do you need? I may have something you need. And if they got something, if they tell you they need towels and you've got a bunch of rags and towels I turned some of my old towels into rags that I use in my shop or on the car. But I've got lots of them. We end up just basically throwing away because they're old and they're torn or they're worn.
Yeah. But if you're looking for a way to donate or to help out, that is a good way to donate and to celebrate National Mutt Day.
Yes.
So we also have another holiday today that I'll mention when we come back from our break. Okay. And in the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to have a guest. Our sponsor, Bama Benefits, Miss Kim Robinson's going to be in, so you're not going to want to miss that. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors. It's 6:14. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Dollar Bill and Taylor. We'll be right back.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America, welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts, delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Look at you.
We are back on this Friday morning. It is 6:17, 17 minutes after 6 o'clock. Thank you for watching and listening to Piper Peach Radio's Morning Mayhem.
Yes. Yes. Also, our watchers on YouTube and our listeners on the radio. Good morning to you all.
Yeah.
It is the last day of July. I cannot believe it.
It sure is, isn't it?
It is.
30 days has September. Yep.
It has come and went.
Wow. Time goes, I tell you, it's scary because as you get older, it does go faster. And I'm, my 70s. And now weeks go by like days used to, months go by like weeks used to, years go by like months used to. It's frightening. It's at an accelerated pace as you get older.
I know.
I can't get over it.
Speeding up a little bit for me too.
It does. It gets worse. And the thing is, once your kids get older, and you get them into high school or get them out of the house, mine's been out of college 40 years, 30 years. So it's scary. It just goes so fast. You don't have the same signposts as you get older that you do when your kids are in school or when you're in school.
Yeah.
It's this weird transition. When you're little, you're in school. Then you get out of school and you have kids, if you do, and they're in school.
Yeah, and then you basically feel like you're in school again.
And you're in school again. And then, in my case, my grandchildren. My oldest grandson starts college in a week.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's going to this college in upstate New York.
Yeah.
And, it's frightening. And they live away, so it's not like they're in my house or even in my area.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just disassociative now.
And it's definitely going to go fast because you're not close to them.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and now, I'm retired. And also when you work, if you work full time, you still stay on schedules.
Yeah.
Well, I retired. Mary retired during COVID, and I retired about 2 years ago, 2.5. Now, I can't tell you what day of the week it is. If I didn't come here on Mondays and Fridays, I couldn't tell you what day of the week it is, except Sunday. I know Sunday for church. Other than that, days I don't know what day of the week. Mary will get up and we'll go in the kitchen and I'll be making coffee for both of us. And she'll say, what day of the week is this? And I go, I don't know. It's the weirdest. It's like your life just gets put you're on an island and you don't know. You don't have any clocks.
You just have some tally marks on the wall.
It's scary. It really is. It's like, it's almost like you go back to being a caveman. It's like, ugh. You go out and you go, sun high, midday, time for lunch, and you go, what day is it? Don't know. I mean, you become a caveman again.
Yeah. It's funny because when I worked at the bank, we would give out calendars at New Year's, and the older people, our older customers, would come in wanting calendars.
Calendars.
Yes. And
now
I was like, why
why
do y'all want calendars?
Yes, because you don't know where you are. You don't know where you are in the world.
I get it now.
It is. It's spooky. I used to be the same way. Who needs a cat?
Yeah,
I'm one of the rare guys, I think, at my age. I'm, my 70s. I became a caveman. I walk around in buffalo briefs. I stay in my underwear all day. I don't know what time of the day it is. I don't know what to do. I'm just, Mary tells me what to do.
I'm like, funny.
I've become? I've become a bear with furniture.
Well, there you go.
I just wander around the house. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, and you live in Shelby County, don't you?
I do. That's what I talk about, bears.
That is right.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It is. I have seen like 3 or 4 stories.
I saw one this morning, last night, of a bear, and he was in a mall.
Oh my goodness!
Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, it's somewhere up in Alabaster or somewhere, and there's the what's the Sephora or whatever, nail salon. And there's this bear running along right in front of all the stores.
I did not see
been
that
on 280.
one. I saw the ones about he was like climbing on the people's back porch. I saw that one. And I saw one, which I didn't read it. I just saw where it was in Shelby County, but he was in the picture with a car.
They keep saying that it's like they're acting like it's one bear.
No.
But there's not one bear because they see him here in Shelby County, And then you see a video of him 15 minutes later, 70 miles, 30 miles away. There's multiple bears.
These bears aren't driving cars.
They are not jumping in a car and going across county and going down 145. That's but I think people forget that Alabama used to be just covered in black bears. They're native to here, and they do move. They migrate. That people forget that they come out of hibernation and then they move. They can move. They can go miles. And Alabama used to be just covered in black bears.
Yeah.
And people ran them out. The Native Americans had bears with them all the time.
Yeah.
And the original name of Bluntsville, Alabama, up in Blount County.
Yeah.
Back at the turn of the century, and I'm talking about the going into the 18 to 1900th century, not 20th century, to 21st, was Bear Meat Cabin, Alabama.
Oh.
That was the name of the area.
That is
because
cool.
There was the old Huntsville Highway. In the early days of the Alabama Territory, which was the Mississippi Territory first, then became the Alabama Territory, and then it became a state. So before Alabama was a state, one of the main highways went from Mobile up, following the river mainly, up through there was no Birmingham, there was an Elatton village, and it went through Bluntsville, and it went all the way up to Huntsville.
Yeah.
So it was the main highway, which now is kind of Highway 5, but it was Huntsville to Mobile. Mm-hmm. And travelers on that route would stop to spend the night in like where Bluntsville is now. And there was a traveler's cabin. There was a cabin that was built just for travelers to shelter for the night.
Yeah.
And they would keep salted bear meat in there for them to have something to eat.
Oh my gosh.
Because
being scared of them.
Yeah,
Have you ever
It's
eaten?
like up in, there's lots of bears up around Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
But they have to hide because they don't like humans.
Yeah.
And then what happened, and with this bear these bears in Shelby County, they're finding out where garbage cans are.
Oh, yeah.
And that's that's food.
Yeah.
And so they're just going into people's backyards and tearing up trash. But like over in Pell City, that area, there's still lots of bears around Sylacauga, Pell City. And there people out there will tell you they see bears all the time.
Yeah.
And the bears know when trash day is. They actually do. They know that like Thursday, the garbage cans are put out for the trash pickup.
It's
And
like
the bears
a
will just,
church potluck.
It is. It's like church potluck, and the bears know it, and they go out and go for their buffet, trash can buffet on trash days. And now I have a buddy that lives near Pell City, takes two weird hands, and the bears can't figure that out.
Yeah. We had one of those at our cabin last year when we went to Gatlinburg.
Did you really? You
Yes.
had the bear-proof trash can?
I couldn't figure it out either.
And they'll tell you, don't, people over there, I can't figure it out. Bears are smarter than I am. But they'll tell you that don't leave any food in your car.
No.
Bears have an amazing nose, and they can smell card pieces.
Yeah.
They can get in a car. They know how to get in a car, and then they'll tear the car. Because once they get in the car sometimes and the door shuts, they don't know how to get out.
Yeah.
And they'll tear a car to pieces.
Get anxiety and tear it up. Yeah. When we went last year, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, they left their trunk open. They had forgot they had left it open. We had just got there, and they were getting their luggage out. And somebody knocked on the door, and we were like, what is going on? So he went and was talking to the man at the door, and he was like, you left your trunk open, and there was a bear in your trunk. It's like we scared it off, but it was in there.
In your trunk,
we hadn't
looking
even
for food.
Yes, and we hadn't even been at the cabin probably 15 minutes. But then we saw a little family of bears when we were leaving later on in the week. And I want to say it was like a mom and two babies. It was so cute.
They are cute. But a black bear is, and black bears are really dangerous when it comes to their cubs.
Yeah.
A black bear normally,
That's where the
if you
term
make
mama bear
noise,
comes
they'll
from.
kind of run off,
Yeah.
But a mama bear will kill you
Yeah.
to protect her babies. And they don't mean to be killer bears.
It's just instinct.
They're not like, like grizzly bears will eat you. Mm-hmm. Black bears aren't going to eat you. They want candy. They want food. They don't want humans.
Yeah.
But they will kill you to protect their babies.
Yeah.
And, black bears can get pretty big.
Yeah.
Grizzly bears are huge.
Humongous.
And they'll just eat you. But so they're really dangerous that way. But a black bear, people don't think they're that dangerous. They're kind of cute and they look like big dogs kind of in a way.
They do.
But they will eat. If there's babies, they will.
Yeah.
Now, if it's just a dude out looking for food, they'll usually make a lot of noise. Most of the time, they will just run away from you.
Yeah.
They're scared of you. They don't want to cause any trouble. But if you got cubs, babies, they'll eat you. They won't eat you. They'll kill you or they'll hurt you.
Well, we're going to get a break really quick. And when we come back, I have a story about a daddy bear that may or may not have taken matters into his own hands and updates on that. So,
okay, is he a local daddy bear?
He's not local to us, but he is from Arkansas.
Arkansas, okay.
Arkansas. So it is 6:28. It is Friday. Whoop whoop. July the 31st. Y'all stay tuned. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Dollar Bill and Taylor. We'll be right back.
It is about, 6:33. My eyes are not good this morning. 6:33, about 75 degrees outside. It's very pleasant. Not so humid, it doesn't feel like. But we got a chance of rain today. And actually, it's not going to be too hot tomorrow. And then the heat's coming back and the rain. And it's, it's August now. Going to be August. And, yeah. We're gonna. It's still summertime in the South.
People are decorating for fall, but it's not quite fall.
And you know what's weird to me? Again, we were talking about. At my age now, I'm not used to. A lot of the things that have changed. But when I was a kid, we got out of school in May 22nd, and then we didn't go back to school till after Labor Day.
Yeah.
And now school starts early in August or mid-August. There's kids are getting ready to go back to school like next week.
Yeah, we have our orientation and our open house for preschool next week.
Wow.
And then school for us starts on the 12th. I'm going to say public school starts on the 10th.
Really?
Yep. So
That just doesn't seem right to me.
I know. I wish they would push it back. It would make more sense to push it back after Labor Day because they let the kids out for Labor Day anyway.
I know. And the thing is, of course, they do get breaks we didn't get. We used to, when we started back after Labor Day, we didn't get a break until Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And now you have a fall break, yeah.
Technology.
So it's a little different, but it's just weird to me that kids. Of course, we also, when I grew up, when I was a kid, we did not have air conditioning in our school.
Yeah.
So if you'd started back, I remember those first week or two after Labor Day was miserable.
Yeah.
It was hot. It was huge. We'd open windows, had fans in the windows at our elementary school, and it was miserable. And that was that was after Labor Day. I can't imagine if we'd had to go back into that school in August.
Y'all would be dropping like flies.
Like flies. Because, even with the window open and the fans going, that's just moving hot air around.
Yeah.
I remember I was so excited because when I went to junior high school, I think it was junior high, my 7th grade year, they had air conditioning in the school. And it was so amazing to walk in a school that felt cool. Isn't that weird? That also makes me feel like a pioneer. Like I feel like, I went to school on my mule. Yeah, after I'd done my homework on the back of a shovel with a piece of coal. I do feel now, I can remember in elementary, Homewood, I grew up in Homewood, so I went to Edgewood Elementary School, and that area is a pretty affluent area now. Mm-hmm. I remember sitting out playing in the playground for elementary school and was amazed at how much black smoke was coming out of the coal-fired furnace. We had a coal-fired furnace for our heat.
Well, you know why they gave y'all air conditioner in 7th grade, don't you? Because that's when y'all start stinking.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah, stinky. Boys especially. Yeah, boys are stinky.
Which now I'm in a mom group in the Prattville area, and there was a lady in there asking, like, what age should she start letting her son wear deodorant? But he's 5. She's like, should I be putting deodorant on him?
And the answer is yes.
That's what I was about to say. I almost feel like some days Decent needs deodorant, and he's 4.
Yeah.
I just don't look at all those chemicals,
Well, I don't know.
Get worse.
They say that, there's some deodorants that are based on, like, baking soda.
Heather is saying something's wrong with my mic.
Your what?
My microphone.
Her microphone isn't working.
I know. Baden is yet again on vacation.
Yeah, Baden takes a lot of vacation.
He does take a lot of vacation.
They spent 2 weeks
my goodness.
in Florida, and now he's in Florida again, or South Alabama at the coast.
I know. I told him yesterday when I was leaving, I said, well, I guess I'll see you next year. Y'all maybe.
There you go.
There we go. I'm back.
Are you back? Okay, good.
But before my mic messed up, I was saying there's a lady in a group that I'm in, a local group, and she was asking when her son, like when she should start putting deodorant on him, and he's 5.
Well, I think there are now deodorants that are healthy.
Yeah.
You know, when I was
Like the aluminum free.
yeah, they used antiperspirant or antiperspirant used to have aluminum chlorhydrate in it.
Oh my gosh.
And aluminum chlorhydrate has been shown, a lot of people say that it causes some problems.
Yeah.
Or they think it does. So now a lot of the deodorants are aluminum chlorhydrate, aluminum free.
Yeah.
And they're based on like pH now. They've kind of found out that if you have a acid-based deodorant, that's not good. So now they're going to a base-based, and they say that the higher the pH, the less you smell or whatever.
Huh.
I use this stuff called Luma, and there's another name for it too. And it's basically supposed to be based on the pH of your skin.
Yeah.
And you don't, it's a deodorant but it's not an antiperspirant. So you still sweat.
Yeah.
And the ones that used to stop you from
sweating
sweating
is good for you.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But people still want antiperspirant.
Yeah.
So they've gotten away from the aluminum, and I think now it's all pH based or something. So this stuff I use is Mando, Mando.
Yeah.
It's mainly for guys, I think.
Yeah.
And it came out as only a deodorant, and it's pH based, but you still sweat pretty bad. And now they've come out with Mando that is an antiperspirant or antiperspirant.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's also the pH, so you don't smell bad. And they have like 3 different smells.
Yeah.
One is Sierra something, one is, and it's
So
okay.
you can make your armpits smell like mountains, the ocean, or baby powder.
Exactly. And I don't know that I like any. I guess I don't mind with my armpits smelling like a mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know what's a
Mountains and
mountain.
valleys.
I guess that's cedar.
Maybe so.
So I can under my arms. I guess I smell like a hamster cage.
Well, we have.
That's what I think of when I smell cedar. Hamster. I had a hamster growing up, and a guinea pig.
Oh yeah.
And they used shavings.
The cedar
from
shavings.
Yeah.
That's what you used for Deason's bunny. Yeah.
Yeah. So my armpits must smell like a bunny cage.
Well, Bailey, he is.
That's your husband?
Yes, my husband Bailey. He is so strange because he can be using a deodorant and then it'll just randomly quit working. It's like he just becomes immune to it. So I got him some deodorant for Christmas, and I want to say it was like a wrestler that he likes or something like that had come out with a certain smell. Well, before he could get to that one, he was trying to finish up his first, container of
What
it.
he had left.
Yeah. Well, it quit working, so he never used it. So I was like, well, I guess I'll use it. I don't care one way or the other as long as I don't stink.
Deodorant's deodorant, yeah.
I put it on yesterday and got to the school and was working and started like sweating. I smelled like a barbecue grill. Like, I don't know if it was like a charcoal
barbecue
smell,
grill.
or maybe like
Did you
the
start
chips,
smelling like
the
roast?
hickory chips,
Oh,
I
I got
don't
you. Hickory,
know.
yeah.
But I was like, what is that smell? Oh my gosh. So I started like wondering, well, I think I had on like something like this, like a smock type thing, because I was painting and doing all the things. Well, I took it off and it got worse. And I was like, what is that? And then I realized it was my underarm.
It was you.
It was me.
Isn't that horrible?
Yes.
Listen, years ago, I like cologne. And I used to buy some pretty nice, expensive colognes. That was one of my things I liked. Mm-hmm. So this new cologne came out that the lady went, I went, oh yeah, I want to smell like that.
Yeah.
And it was called Fahrenheit 459.
Oh my goodness.
That was the name of the cologne. And so I bought, and it was expensive. So of course I couldn't just buy a little tester. I bought this big ass bottle of Fahrenheit 459. It cost me like $100.
Oh my gosh.
I took it home. It was a neat bottle too.
Yeah.
So I took it home and I couldn't wait. So the next
Like
morning,
a fire
I got my
extinguisher
shower
or
at
something?
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit 459 smelled great. Got out. Started driving it. Well, back then I lived out almost in Center Point in Roebuck, and I had to drive all the way to downtown to the radio station. Mm-hmm. And I'm on I-5920 coming inbound from the east. And I thought, what's that smell in my car? I thought a cat had gotten in my car and peed in it.
Oh my gosh.
I was like driving in. I went, oh my God. It was so bad that I pulled over on the interstate on rush hour. Of course, it was early, so there wasn't like.
It wasn't too bad yet.
Yeah. It's dark. I pulled over and way off the interstate on the shoulder with cars going, and got out and was looking in the back seat of my car, and in my car going, God, is there a cat? Did a cat pee in here? And to my horror, I went, it's me.
Oh no.
I had a bizarre chemical reaction to that Fahrenheit 459 that I stunk like a cat had peed on me.
Oh my gosh.
So I called the radio station. I said, I'm going to be late.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss the morning show a little bit. I got to go home.
I would have had to,
I
too.
went home and took my clothes off and got back in the shower, took a shower, changed clothes completely, and I wasn't too late getting to work. But I had that a brand new bottle, and squirted it twice. $100. I gave it to my brother-in-law. Now, he wore it and it smelled fine. No.
Yeah.
It was a chemical reaction for that one. I've never had it happen again.
My gosh.
I mean, I've bought all kind of colognes, and it's not done it. But that Fahrenheit 459 on me turned to cat pee.
Yeah.
It was gross.
That's what I saw.
And very strong.
Well, that's what I was telling my mom the other day, because she was looking at perfume, and I was like, just because it smells good in the store doesn't mean it's going to smell good on you. Everybody's body chemistry.
I have had them change.
Yeah.
I've had them where, you smell it on that little card.
Yep.
A little paper, and it smelled great. And I'd put it on me, and it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
It would change. Now, it wasn't always bad. It just was different.
Yeah.
But that was bad. I gave it to my brother-in-law wore it, and it was fine.
You're probably sniffing him every time you're around him.
I found one that Paco Rabin made, and it was, I forgot the name of it now, but it also was cedar based.
Yeah.
And when I put it on, it smelled nice. A little bit cedary, but nice. And as I wore it, again, I turned into a hamster cage or a bunny cage. It got so cedary on me.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
I couldn't wear it either because I just smelled like I'd been sprayed with cedar oil.
That is crazy.
I smelled like a piece of wood.
And I bet they gave you the elevator pitch when you went in that you want to smell hot. You need to buy this Fahrenheit 459.
They did. They put it on me. And, of course, the name Fahrenheit 450. Of course, that was a novel by... Isn't Fahrenheit 459? Isn't that supposedly the temperature at which paper burns?
I don't know. It's something significant
It was
behind
something
it.
because they were talking about book burning.
Yeah.
And that was a novel by not H.G. Wells, but somebody famous.
Huh.
Fahrenheit 459.
Speaking of elevator pitch, today is National Talk in an Elevator Day.
National Talk in an Elevator Day.
It is.
It's a very, elevators give some people real drama.
Yeah, real anxiety.
And it's an real anxiety. And it's an odd thing because when that elevator door opens, everybody's looking at you. Mm-hmm. And you've got to walk into the elevator, and the protocol is turn your ass around and look at the door. Don't stand there and look at everybody in there. And my wife and I were in Nashville one year at the CMAs, and we were in that big fancy Sheraton downtown Nashville. Mm-hmm. And we were going down to a big event during the CMAs, and every time we got in on like the 9th floor, and the elevator was already pretty full.
Yeah.
So we got in and said hello and turned around and was looking at the door. And we went down to the 3rd floor. We were packed. And when the door opened, there was Billy Ray Cyrus. Remember him from Achy Breaky Heart?
Yeah.
And Miley Cyrus's dad. He, who's a weirdo, by the way, incredible weirdo. I've known that for years. From the time he was Achy Breaky Heart until his daughter and all
Started
this stuff.
swinging on
he's a weirdo.
Wrecking ball.
Oh, he's so weird. Anyway, he came on, and he was weird looking. He's wearing this hat, goofy hat, these sunglasses, and he got on with his handler or his bodyguard, I don't know, and he wouldn't turn around. He walked into the elevator and just stood there and looked. And my wife and I were one of the last ones to get on.
So y'all were like face to face.
We're staring him in the face. Mary is looking at him like this, like in it, eye to eye. And she loved Billy Ray. She thought he was just devastatingly handsome.
Yeah.
So she's standing there staring at him nose to nose, and he's just standing there with his sunglasses on while we're riding down to the lobby. And she said, "You're so pretty," or "You're beautiful." That's what she said. And I thought, Mary, shut up. Anyway, she says, "You're beautiful." And it pissed him off. And he went like that and turned his ass around and stared at the door like he should have.
So he did not want to participate in Talk in an Elevator Day.
Oh no. And when and everybody in the elevator kind of chuckled.
Yeah.
Because he obviously pissed him off.
Like you could tell.
And when the door opened, he stormed off with his handler, with his bodyguard.
Oh gosh.
And Mary said, "Did I make him mad?" And I said, "Apparently so." And everybody in the elevator laughed. So it was a moment that we all shared. And it was funny because nobody
this
apparently,
guy's an idiot.
Everybody said, "That's Billy Ray Cyrus. He's a weirdo." And it just happened that a few years later, we were in Canada, in Calgary, Canada. We were getting ready to get on that famous train that goes through the Canadian Alps up there, through Banff and all that, that has the glass roof.
Yes.
We spent a fortune to that was one of our bucket list things. So we fly to Calgary to get on the train, and it happened to be the night of the Canadian CMAs, the CCMAs.
Oh no, yeah.
And
he was there.
He was the host. He was hosting it. So we saw him, and he was in the same hotel as we were. But he didn't, only Mary and I remembered that night. She should have
told him he was beautiful
again. I wanted her to so bad. But get this. We didn't go to the CCMAs. We didn't. That was just weird that we were there the night that it happened.
Yeah.
But this is the big CMAs for Canada. And we watched it in the hotel room that night because we were a block away from the CC. We could have gone. They were selling tickets for like $20.
Oh, wow.
I was tired. We were getting ready to get on the train the next morning. I just went to the hotel room. Mm-hmm. And so we're watching it, the CCMAs on the thing, and he's the host. He is so ridiculously drunk.
Oh, no.
Hosting the show that he couldn't even talk.
Oh, my gosh.
He made a fool of himself and did a terrible job.
Ugh.
It was embarrassing.
I bet.
That he was that drunk hosting a national.
That's awful.
Yeah. It was a weird show, too. I mean, the Canadian CMAs, they have country artists we've never heard of.
Yeah.
And won't ever because they were awful. They were weird. It was strange. But he was so drunk.
That is terrible.
Yeah,
well,
poor Billy Ray.
Hopefully.
He's a mess. He's a hot mess.
Yes. And apparently it's inheritable because his daughter.
So is his daughter.
Yeah. She was there for a while too.
She's still a hot mess.
Well.
I like her, but she's a hot mess. And she's a character.
Yeah.
And I like her because she gets naked a lot.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So,
well,
as a man, I don't mind that because she's naked a lot and in public.
Yeah.
And on so it's okay.
I mean,
like a wrecking ball.
If you participate in Talk in an Elevator Day, hopefully you don't get the same reaction that Miss Mary did.
Yeah, Miss Mary really made Billy Ray Cyrus mad.
Yes.
But the elevator loved it.
I love that.
It was weird when he huffed off mad. The elevator, and it was a big elevator, glass,
Yeah.
Glass
and
elevator.
that's what, okay, if
There's
it's
like
glass.
20 people in it.
I don't know why people get in a glass elevator and then turn around. I know to push the button and to know what floor you're on. But
I know.
I try to get to the very back, like where the glass is, and stand facing the glass.
Looking out.
Yeah, looking out. 'Cause, man, I don't want all those people looking at my lack thereof.
I know.
But
it was weird.
You know?
But when he got mad, The elevator loved it. Everybody laughed because it was all radio and record people.
Yeah,
I mean, it
so
was
they all knew who he was.
And they all knew who he was. And a lot of people don't like him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
That's
funny.
wild.
Yeah.
Well, she just kind of implemented exactly what the day is about, encouraging
She
everyone
did speak in an elevator.
to step out of their comfort zone and strike up a conversation.
You're beautiful.
I didn't know it, but elevator music gained popularity in the 1920s because it was to help.
The 20s?
Yes.
That early?
Yeah. It was to help calm passengers that were anxious about riding.
They
the
should have been
automated
back in the
lifts.
20s.
Yeah.
They were dangerous.
I know.
Yeah,
But
Muzak.
that's where
Do
the
you remember-
elevator pitch comes from, too.
Did you ever remember Muzak?
No.
That was the company that was created just to put music in elevators.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
And then they ended up branching out. They were the music you heard in some stores, and
Yeah. Just like
and
the
it's all that
background elevator music.
elevator music.
Yeah. Well, today really has its ups and downs.
Yes,
but
it does. Speaking of segue. All right, so we're supposed to take another break?
Yep, we're going to take a break. It's 6:54, and we have our guest, Miss Kim Robinson, in. She's with
good.
Bama Benefits. They are a sponsor of ours, along with This and That Vinyl and Workout Anytime. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Yes, thank you.
Also, all of our listeners and viewers, y'all stay tuned. Go grab you a bottle of water or a cup of coffee. We're going to take a break real quick, and
Or
when we come
Monster.
back, or a Monster, that's
Or
right.
a Coke.
We will have Miss Kim with us. So it is 6:55. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem. We'll be right back.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Good morning. It is 6:59. We're just 1 minute away from 7 o'clock on this Friday morning, going into a weekend. It's probably going to be a pretty wet weekend. It looks like we got about a 35% chance of rain this afternoon, but we've got a real good chance we're going to see some heavy stormage on Saturday and maybe Sunday. So could be a wet weekend, but we need the rain.
We do.
It's gotten dry over the last and hot, and I got a couple of things in the yard that I've been trying to water, but I can't get the hose to a fig tree, and I'm worried about it because we just planted it. And I got 2 pawpaw trees I can't quite water.
You did get you some?
I got 2 pawpaw trees.
Look
you have
at
to have
you.
2 or more because they don't self-pollinate.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to have me some pawpaws, I got to have 2.
Have you heard of the pawpaws?
No, that's what I was just fixing to say.
Yes, I hadn't either until he told me about them. You said they were native.
They are native to this area. They're the largest native fruit in North America.
Yeah.
And the reason you don't know about pawpaws, they ripen, and then they ripen quickly and you can't grow them commercially because they don't they ripe.
They don't last long enough.
No.
And they're like a big mango, and they taste like strawberry and mango mixed. They're wonderful.
Really?
But you got to grow your own.
Yeah.
And the weird reason that I wanted pawpaw trees is because my grandfather's grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, was a murderous psychopath. Okay. And he was the co-head of the Hatfields of the Hatfield McCoys. His name was Jim Vance. If you ever saw that TV special, Behringer played my great-great-grandfather. And he was terrible. He was horrible, and he murdered these McCoys like they were like murderers. And so he found these 3 McCoy boys out hunting one day, and he and his nephews brought them back, tied them to pawpaw trees, and murdered them.
Oh my goodness!
So I'm not proud of that. I told people, I said, I started doing genealogy, and all I got was horse thieves and prostitutes. And that was just mom and dad. I don't want to go any further back than that. But no, this was he was the co-head of the Hatfields, and he was terrible. That was my great-great-grandfather. And so the pawpaw tree kind of means something in a negative way, but I wanted them anyway. But they're wonderful fruit. I got a friend that grows a bunch of them down in Perry County, and he's made me some pawpaw ice cream that was amazing.
Really?
It's almost custard like. They look like a mango, and get about that big, and you cut them open, and they got one big seed. Well, they got these big seeds in there, but the stuff is like a custard.
Really?
It's soft and cut. It's like kind of like a real soft. It's got the texture of a banana. Real soft.
Okay. I'm gonna have to tell my son because I'm not gonna plan anything.
Remember the thing, picking up pawpaws, put them in your pocket, and save them.
I do.
And they're native to this area, and they grow well here, but they're just bizarre because nobody knows much about them.
Okay. say.
I know. I had never heard of them until he told me. And then I was scrolling on Marketplace probably about 2 months ago, and this lady was selling different kinds of bushes and trees, and she had pawpaw trees.
Pawpaws.
And I was like, I should get some for Bill.
You got to get 2.
Yeah.
Because they don't self-pollinate 2 or more. But I'm
So,
excited.
do you
I
get
got
out
2,
there?
and they're about 2 feet high. It takes 3 or 4 years before they start producing fruit, you know. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
You'll have to get out there with a little paintbrush and pollinate them.
I will. I'll have to, or just be friends with a lot of bees.
Yeah. I would like to get into beekeeping, I think.
I've always wanted to be a beekeeper.
Really?
Yeah. I have a friend whose dad was known as the bee man of Birmingham. He had like all these hives and all this honey.
Yeah.
And he knew all about it, but
You know, Ryan and Rachel Kelly, I think is who it is.
Yeah.
They have the children. I bet they let you come out there. And
are they big beekeepers?
They are.
Yes.
I should contact them. We should go out with the show and go
Absolutely.
and
We could. It'd
see.
be fun.
Yeah.
y'all go.
That
and
would
let me
be
know
so
how
much
it
Just
is.
wear
fun.
that white suit. And
Yeah.
I wanted to
Yeah.
be a beekeeper for the most part because I wanted that smoky thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you burn something and you can pump the little thing and
The
smoke.
smoker,
off.
yeah.
The smoke.
Yeah, I just
smoke
want to
'em
play
out.
with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to get stoned.
Well, you can tell the ones
I
who
do
have been
love
in
honey.
it a long time ago, for a long time, because a lot of times they don't even wear them.
Yeah.
they-
You know, I was reading it said that bees start memorizing and like recognizing people. That if you're around them enough, they'll
So
recognize
if you're a
you.
beekeeper, they
I think they
recognize you,
recognize you, yeah.
and they're nice to you. Or
Which,
they
I mean, of
want-
course, you need to still wear your beekeeper gear, but they're not as protective,
Really,
yeah, of the hive.
you know, bee stings aren't as bad to me as like yellow jackets
Oh, yeah.
and hornets
Or
and
wasps.
stuff.
Wasps and hornets are
Wasps,
so
yeah.
bad.
I'm not allergic, so I guess
I don't think I am either.
yeah, I mean it hurts, but I don't like blow up and swell up and.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Well, Miss Kim, what have you been up
Yeah,
to?
we're glad to have you on this morning. Thanks for coming in. And she brought goodies.
Joining the mayhem.
She brought us some good stuff.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
so
Sausage
excited.
balls.
I know.
And Baden's not here, so we
We don't
get to
have
eat
to
his part.
share.
I know. I knew he'd be so excited because I brought some food this morning when I walked in.
Yeah.
And she said he's not here. I'm like,
That's all right. That's
You know?
more for us.
That's
right.
right. He's went
Don't
on
leave
more
us-
vacations this
Yeah.
month than I think he has in his whole life.
well, our vacation was going to 2 of my granddaughters play travel ball, and they
Oh,
were in the
boy.
Nationals.
Did they really? How'd they do?
Second. They
That's
came in
you know,
second.
that's not winning it, but that's
No.
amazing.
That
it
is
was
amazing.
hot.
Was it?
Where
Where,
did-
they,
It was
where
in
were the
Foley.
games?
Yeah.
It was
Foley.
in Foley
Oh,
last
Right
week.
yeah.
down on
It
the
was so
coast.
hot,
Yeah.
and I'm getting way too old to be.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like the heat.
I like my air conditioning.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm
Me too.
acclimated now to air conditioning, not to the natural.
So we were smart. We, my husband and I, we just took the motor home and we
Ah.
stayed in a park, and then we
Had
got
air
to go see
conditioning.
all the chaos and everything else. And
But
then
you
we
could
were
go
ready to
back
come
and get in
home.
the air
We could.
conditioning.
And it was just just so calm. But we enjoyed. We took our boats, and so we went out on the bay. And
Is that
got-
right?
Aw,
That's
that's
wonderful.
nice.
Oh, it
I
was
like
fantastic.
the bay and the intercoastal waterway more than I do the. I don't want to get out in the like the ocean much.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
love
I
the
get
ocean.
lost out there.
Yeah, I don't love the ocean. We've been out on the boat, but now it's rough getting out there.
It really
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Once
It's
you
rough. You
transition
gotta be
out of the bay, you know what's funny is I had an old partner on the radio, Patty, and
Mm-hmm.
Patty and Stan when she was married to Stan. She's married 7 husbands, but
Yeah.
anyway,
She was
Stan was
almost-
one of her husbands, and so they had this little rickety pontoon boat, and it was in such bad shape that when you got on it, you heard the theme for Sanford and Son playing in your head. Dun, 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 you know,
Yeah.
it was just awful. And they took it and had it in the bay, and so of course most of the time you were with her and Stan, they were really drunk.
Yeah.
So we'd
Yeah.
get on the boat with them. Me and my sisters and Mary got on the boat with them one time with her aunt, somebody that was 90 years old. And of course, we had a cooler, and the cooler was full of scotch and champagne.
Right. Yeah.
No drinks other than that. We start out in the bay on this rickety little boat, and Stan was so drunk he didn't know. I ended up driving the boat, but Stan was driving us out, and we hit a sandbar and got stuck.
Oh my gosh.
So we're sitting on this sandbar stuck and think we're going to be out there for about a week and die on this
Right,
boat,
right.
starve to death. the minute we got stuck and Stan couldn't get us off, and the engine stopped running, it wouldn't work. Patty grabbed her scotch and was hugging it so nobody else could get it. And her aunt, whatever, who was 95 years old, grabbed the champagne and wouldn't let it. And so me and my sisters and Mary were just stuck.
Yeah.
And we sat on that sandbar for a couple of hours and finally saw a bass boat coming out of the bay. And it was guys who had put the bass boat in Birmingham, gone all the way down the river system.
Oh, my
on their
goodness.
boat. They do it every year. And they were going out to meet their wives at a hotel on the bay somewhere.
Yeah, my
That's
husband,
They rescued us.
they go down on the pontoon every year.
Do they
I
really?
put them in like at Selma. Well, we've put it in different places, but normally Selma.
Selma on the Cahaba
And then we pick them up wherever.
or the Black
That
whatever
is
it
so
Yeah,
cool.
sometimes if it's really bad weather, if it's just nonstop raining, they'll stop before they get to Gulf Shores. But normally,
They go all the way. These guys
yeah, they
stop.
go all the
That
way.
is so
They do that
cool.
every year. They stop in Demopolis and they stop,
they
and
They have it
They rescued
figured
us.
out.
They went over. They threw us a rope. They couldn't believe it. Patty and Dollar Bill were on this boat that they were rescuing because they were from Birmingham, and they towed us back in to the dock or whatever.
Yeah.
And off they went. Oh, what a day! I'd never want to see the bay again. I'm like you. I'm not big on the ocean. I don't
No.
like salt water.
But the bay was, and I mean, you can get out there on the beach and the kids can play and you're
Get
not.
their shells, find
Oh,
shells.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got pictures. They're running everywhere.
Now, how old are your two grandkids that were playing in the?
8 and 9.
Oh man,
Yeah.
playing ball.
I have
Softball.
14. Yeah, I have 14 grandchildren. So
You have
I
14.
have 14 grandchildren, and
Oh
most
my
of them
God!
play some sort of something.
Yeah.
So you're a busy granny
All the time.
all the time.
All the time.
Do they all live near you around here?
Yes, they all live in Chilton
No
County.
way.
The one that I was talking about.
All of them.
Well, until just a few years ago, all 5 of our children, all of our grandchildren, live within walking distance. Now, only one, which is Shayna, they moved over by Isabella School.
That's
But,
not
yeah.
that far.
Oh, no,
'cause
it's not.
mine's in Rhode Island.
Yeah, we see them. Well, we see the ones around us every single day because they come over. And
That
my mom,
seems.
they
My
come
wife
see
and I
Mama.
would die to be able
Oh.
to see our grandkids more than we do.
If
Yeah.
if once they were moving off, I mean like off,
Way off.
that would be horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That would be
Because we
horrible.
really don't know our grandsons like we should.
No, there's no way.
And we don't know. They're great kids, but
Yeah,
they're kind of strangers.
yeah, absolutely.
So
No,
sad.
ours
That's so
aren't
sad.
strangers. And like I said, so
14.
you haven't met Colson yet, right?
Only when he was
Or
a
just in the-
baby.
Okay.
Yesterday's the first time that I've seen him and talked
So
to
you're in
him
for a
since
treat.
probably 2 years.
He's
She's
the
in for a
youngest.
treat.
Yeah.
He's the youngest. Oh, he is so funny.
Well, I know that's what I asked Jana when she was like, he's not looking forward to it. I was like, I knew he went last year, and I was in the same room last year, but I was on opposite days
Are you
than
gonna
when
be
he
able-
went.
You think you're going to be able to win him over?
I hope so. I like
Do you
to
have
think
any
so.
tricks for that? For kids that don't
Oh,
want
we
to
have
be
so
there?
much fun. We have so much fun. So I hope that
Now you may not do it, but now he about to do anything for juicy fruit.
For
juicy,
juicy fruit gum?
Huh.
Juicy fruit?
Yeah.
He was
So-
snacking
The
on some
old
Skittles
juicy fruit
yesterday.
gum?
Yeah, so my granddad always had my
Juicy
mom's
fruit.
my mom's dad had always had juice fruit gum.
Yeah.
At all times. So my mom has kind of picked up the same deal. So he walks in.
So that's
and,
their thing.
Mama
She gives him some
gum,
juicy
where's,
fruit.
and so she gives him juicy fruit.
What was that movie that they talked about? Oh, Once Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Remember the big Indian or something in the insane asylum loved juicy fruit?
I have no
Wow.
idea.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna have
was
to look back on that one.
juicy fruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look back.
That's an old gun.
Yeah. Well, are you coming Monday to the in service?
The orientation?
Yeah, the orientation.
Yes, I'll be
Okay.
there.
Well, I'll be there. I'm gonna have several like knickknacks. All of my grandchildren and I have leftover goodie bag stuff. I
Yeah.
brought, so if you do a treasure chest,
Yes.
you can come by and get some of the.
You can bring juicy fruit.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I'll sneak her some juicy fruit to help her.
Just to help her out with
Right.
those. Yeah.
Just to help her.
I'll
out
keep it
with
in my
those.
pocket.
Yeah.
I'm be like, look what I have.
Yeah.
Come on in. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you think I'm kidding, but you're gonna have to video that to see if he'll come to you.
I'll get nicer for juicy fruit. I like juicy
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a great gum. It's an old
Yeah.
since I was a kid.
classic.
In my childhood.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he's not gonna let you touch him.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
really?
he's
You
just,
can't grab him, touch
It's
him.
going to be
no,
kind of
not
like
until he knows you. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like at the beginning, because a lot of people,
So you
you know,
gotta
they
lure
like
them in
to.
with
a lot of
they
people
like
are
to-
real huggy.
Yeah, a lot of teachers,
Oh,
they
you're the
they
huggy
like
and
to
wanna,
hug
yeah.
you and
He
get in
won't
your
do
face.
that.
And,
Won't play that game.
Yeah.
No, he's not gonna play that game.
He sounds
Wow.
like a character. I like him.
Oh, he's a character.
What's he like to do? Has he already 3 started? Like, does he?
No,
What's it?
he's all in trucks and
That's the same.
going. He never stops. He never
Good
stops.
luck.
He is, yeah. Yeah.
I know this is my
he's
first
just so
year
funny.
having a class by myself. Last year I had a co-teacher,
Right.
so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm
How many
think I'd
kids do you
rather do
have?
that.
yeah, I think so too.
How many kids do you have?
11
And you're by yourself? with
by
11?
myself.
That's a
Oh,
lot.
that'll be okay. I've got 14 grandkids. I can wrestle them.
That's true.
Yeah.
What's
Hey, and
your-
I do have if you've got 11, I do have this thing that, because I don't buy my grandkids Christmas presents, we go on a trip.
Yeah.
And so I do have this long, I call it a leash.
Oh,
And so-
is it the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" rope?
And so
We have one at
would
the school.
Okay, I'd warn them. I'm like, okay, y'all get out of if I turn around and you're, out of line or you've gone off somewhere, I said, you're going to have to get on the road.
Now, what is an old brother where out that rope? Like the Barbie girls? that
Yes,
run?
they had the rope.
Yeah,
Was
around
it
this
tied
way.
to them or did they hold
It was
it?
tied to him, I believe.
I think so. It's a long, it's just like a little ribbon, and it's got little bracelet looking loops on it, and they
you
put
hook
their
them.
arm in there. That's what we used last year for the book parade and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had like 12 2-year-olds. So I
You
was
put
like,
them
all
all on
right.
it and walk them down, or is it if
Yeah.
they're bad?
No, we
No.
just did that. That way they would stay on the
Stay together.
That
sidewalk,
was just
stay
me that did
together.
bad.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
she
That wasn't-
used it
that
as.
wasn't- Yeah, you better behave or you go
Or
on
you
the
get on the
leash.
rope.
Yes.
You go on the
Yeah.
rope.
Yeah, you know how some of these people, the backpack that
Oh, yeah.
has the leash on it, or the harness that has the leash on it.
Yep.
And people say, "Oh, that's awful." I fully believe in them.
I always made fun of them until I had a little boy, and then I was like, well, here we go.
Yeah,
I'm locking you to my arm.
I don't see anything wrong with anything that keeps a kid in line.
I'm telling you.
yeah, they're not kept in line very much.
No, not
No.
nowadays.
And me and another teacher were talking about that last week or the week before, and I was like, I would think if I didn't work or if I didn't have a kid, I would think that it was a discipline issue. But I spank decent, and it don't help at all. And then
Well, you got to figure out what the problem. I mean, what the thing is that matters the most. I mean,
I
I have
know.
some grandkids that you could just beat the mess out of them, and it's not going to
Not
phase them.
gonna
That's
do
how
anything.
he is.
But
You take away
something
their
away.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you've got to
Take away their tablet.
Story. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how he is, though. And I'll be danged if we wasn't sitting there talking about that, and then he started acting up. And I was like,
Your son?
yes. His class just happened to be in there with me doing art, and I was like, dadgummit, here I am
And
talking
you're
about.
acting ugly.
Yes.
I'm talking about others, so you're gonna show out yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, let me go show her right now that you get disciplined. Come
Yeah.
to this bathroom with me. Well, Miss Kim, what do you have going on over on 2nd Avenue,
Well, just
business-wise?
dealing with insurance between Medicare and ACA Marketplace. I have been.
Now,
very
what is
busy.
ACA
You've been
Marketplace?
busy.
That's like what you would know at a lot of people know as Obamacare.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
the healthcare.
Right. So people
Choices.
Right. So people who do not have access to health care through their employer for whatever reason, then we can.
Put them
But-
on this program.
Right. But the thing is, it's based off income. So you
The
have
lower
to,
the income, the more choices you have, or the more
Yes.
coverage.
yes,
So yeah,
the better plan for less money.
right.
Just because that's what it was actually
Designed
brought
to do.
Yeah.
Keep
yeah.
people from falling through the cracks
Right.
because they don't
But
have the money.
now, I mean,
Yeah.
you have people that make plenty of money that are on ACA marketplace.
How's that? Why is that?
Well, because they don't have any other options.
Oh, gotcha.
Or, I mean, there are different options on health insurance out there, and there's different programs that you can use, but honestly, ACA Marketplace, when you get down to it, I mean, it's a...
One size fits all in a sense.
Like,
I mean, it can help everybody.
Oh, yeah, there's probably, let's just say 10 plans, and ranging sometime from 0 to whatever.
Is it hard to navigate it? I mean, do you need somebody to help navigate it for people because they don't know how to?
Yes,
I mean,
you need somebody like me to help navigate.
Help them navigate.
Yeah.
You can go on the computer yourself and do it.
But a
lot of times, different things that people do is like they put in their total income.
Oh, yeah.
Versus it's the adjusted gross income.
Oh,
so
really?
they would pay more than they would actually need to.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's why I always say, and when it comes to insurance, I don't care what kind of insurance it is.
Hello.
You need an agent.
Yeah.
Whether it's me
and
or somebody else, you need an agent because every single year, you can't call somebody. No, let me rephrase that. You can call somebody, and if you call all 7 companies, they're all going to tell you their plan is the best.
Yeah.
Sure they are.
I mean,
That's what they're there to do.
Yeah,
Sell their plan.
Yeah,
Give the elevator pitch.
Some people ask for their information, like their medications, whatever. Some people don't, but they have still got the best plan. So what I do is I'm contracted with the different companies, and so I enter in all their medications, doctors, pharmacies,
You can find
all
which
their
one will
information.
help them
Right.
over every.
And I have a big television, and so I can put it up on the screen, and we can look. Okay, this is because some people like Blue Cross is a Medicare is part of Medicare also.
Right.
So a lot of times people are like, I want Blue Cross. I don't even want to look at anything else and whatever. Which a lot of times I'll put it up there just so they'll understand exactly. But I mean, they want Blue Cross, and then others.
A lot of
you
people
really need to
probably
look at
had Blue Cross maybe through their employer, so they feel like they need to stay with that because they're happy with it when they were working.
And that's
but
true.
that may not be the best deal for them once they get off their own Medicare. Like I had different ones when I worked with different companies, but like United Healthcare one time, and then I had Blue Cross, and it wasn't even it was Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi for some reason. But anyway, when I retired and Mary retired, then we went to Medicare. And oh my God, the plan, is it C or D or whatever it is for that you have to get aside from what you...
Yeah, so did you get a supplement?
Yes,
you got a supplement plan, so you have advantage
there were so many
plans.
different ones. I had to get somebody to help me, tell me, because I'm on... Mary and I both have some unique, health care problems. I've got one that's really big. I have to have an infusion every 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I have to have eye problems. So I had to really have somebody help me navigate which plan I was going to pay for that would help me the most.
Right.
And man, I would have never been able to figure it out on my own.
Yeah,
because I didn't know all the different plans.
So the thing is that a lot of people don't realize, and I see it all the time. So when you turn 65, if you're still working, or for whatever reason you don't want to get Medicare, whatever, when you get 65, if you don't at least have a Part D, which is for your medication prescription plan, if you do not have that, when you do get your, get it, then you're going to be penalized for every month.
See,
if you're
I
80
did not
something,
get mine until I was 70.
Or they have a discount
card.
They have a discount card, and they think people sell it sometimes to them as plans. And so, but it's just really a discount card.
RX, that stuff that you just take to the to the pharmacist, and it's supposedly giving you a discount.
Right. But there's so many options out there now as far as medications too, even for people who aren't on Medicare, that you can call, or the Good RX. Like a lot of time, if a prescription is high for whatever reason, or Medicare, or it's not covered, I mean, I'll look at Good RX to see what they can get it for then.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they'll go back to the doctor and
Right.
get a generic if it's not generic or for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like no matter the age, though, when you start looking into insurance and all that, it kind of just runs together.
it does.
That's why you need
It
somebody to
all-
help knows what
yes.
they're doing to help you. Because
Right.
for me, I was overwhelmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you start getting all these pamphlets, all these is, you know,
I
flyers,
got so insulted when
cards.
I got AARP started sending me stuff when I was
Yeah.
40. I said, I'm not old. And it's telling me, you know, the AARP, or Association of Retired Persons. I said, I'm only 42.
Right.
But they're trying to get you set up ahead of time so they can make your money off of
Sure.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
and two, when it comes to starting your Medicare, Social Security, and everything, really you should set up an SSA.gov account at an early. I mean,
See, I didn't
maybe
do that.
not your age, but now personally I would,
Mm-hmm.
just so I can watch it, just so I could see. Even though you get these, you know, pieces of paper in that says, okay, this is how much money you're going to get if you do this, this, and this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you log on SSA.gov, it's just right there. And then when it's time to sign up for your Social Security, you do it through there. You don't have, you always had to go to the Social Security office.
Yeah.
Right. You, had to
Or make a phone appointment or
you can
something.
do it online now.
And
It's
so
easy.
now you can do it online. Well, it's not easy.
No, it's not easy. You're right.
No,
but you
it's
know
not
what? I
easy.
did call.
It's more
I will
convenient.
tell you this. People talk about the government, and I know they've had some really bad experiences. But I called Social Security and got a lady who couldn't have been nicer.
Right.
Who couldn't have gone out of her way more to help me.
Yes.
And spent all the time I needed and help me run down some stuff.
Yes.
So I don't like to just be generally anti, government program, but
Oh, absolutely.
I had
Yeah.
nothing but great experience on a personal level talking to someone with Social Security
Well,
Yeah.
administration.
I talked to the Selma office a good bit, and there are,
Are they nice?
fantastic. I mean, they
I
are
was
there to
Birmingham. I
help
was
you.
dealing with them in Birmingham, but they
Yeah.
were phenomenal.
They were great.
Yeah.
Well,
Really nice.
of course, that's like any other company.
Yeah.
You know,
Who
you'll
you
get a
get?
good
You might
one.
get a
Yeah.
bad one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
on like the SSA.gov, I tried to help this gentleman couldn't get it, so I went to his home and tried to help him, but he didn't have good enough internet service.
That's,
no.
that's a problem. I
So
wonder
that's
how some of these older folks who, one, may not have good internet or
Right.
just aren't savvy enough. They've never gotten on computers,
and
never
that's-
worked a computer.
that's
How
the
do they
problem, too.
deal with it since it's all online now?
So, and here's the thing. So, another thing is, so now, you can get your driver's license renewed online, so you don't
Yeah.
take an updated picture.
Right.
So,
But you
when
can
you're
only do
doing
that
it
once.
online, well, when you're online, you've got to take a picture of their driver's license, and then they have to do a selfie. So
Oh, my goodness.
if they have gained or lost a lot of weight between there and there, then it'll say they can't verify you.
Yeah.
So then you have to get on this video call.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, a video. But like I said, it's very efficient. But if you don't know,
If you don't know, aren't savvy with it,
Right.
or haven't done it,
right? It's,
Yeah.
Try to explain to
it's
a-
difficult.
a 70-year-old how to do a Zoom call,
Well, look,
it's
I have
never ever
issues
been
with
on.
those too.
Yeah, do what?
I said I have issues with Zoom calls
Well,
too.
I do too, but I mean, I'm saying for someone that's
Oh, yeah.
never even done it or don't
Yeah.
even know what it means.
Right. Well,
Holy
and not
cow.
only that, you have so many people that do not even understand what they're entitled to.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that if you're a stay-at-home mom, you don't
have
get.
anything.
Well, they don't think you get Medicare. I've had several on this. They don't think you get Medicare or any kind of Social Security. But if you've been married for over 10 years, then you will. You'll draw. But that's just one thing that people.
Don't know.
Yeah, they don't know because it's always been said, you're a stay-at-home mom. Well, to me, it only makes sense. That's stay-at-home mom is harder than going out and getting a job.
Yeah.
100%. So, yeah. So
Domestic
you can-
engineer.
Right. That's exactly. I totally agree. Now, I
It
wasn't a
is.
stay-at-home mom, but
My mother was, and she had to work her butt off.
I
Yeah.
was
My
a
dad expected her to do
everything in the house.
everything,
Everything in the
except
house.
mow the grass. Everything else.
Yeah.
He mowed the grass, or I mowed the grass when I got old enough. But my mom had to do everything else. She had to call the plumber, call the electrician. She had to get things fixed. She had to take care of the kids. She had to take us to the doctor. She had to take out the garbage. She had to clean everything in the house.
Well, you know, one big difference too, when you're talking about, when we were talking about earlier about generations, I'm very blessed that the people that I have in my family are very hard workers. But a lot of times you don't see like that. Like with my dad, I mean, he was they had a funeral home. He was the coroner, and they had an ambulance service at one time. So you didn't see him that much. And Mom handled the household. Yeah. And I remember that. But nowadays, both parents are very involved. Well, to where used to, a lot of times it was just the mother, because the dad was working all the time.
Most households now are both working.
Oh, absolutely.
When I was growing up, there were a lot of moms that didn't work. Mm-hmm. A lot of my friends' moms were home all the time cooking and there. They even many times had a maid or a domestic person working. But nowadays, both parents work. Their kids have to be in, even little children have to be in daycare or some kind of.
And everybody's in
so
like
expensive.
4 different activities each. Yeah. I'm like, what's the deal? Let's get it down to one.
We played in the yard, played in the neighborhood.
Now
I did play baseball.
Our kids do know how to be out in the yard and out in the play, because I don't guess I have any children that allow theirs just to sit in the house on the phone games. If they but and then my oldest daughter, one time the kids kept running in and out, so she locked them out. And they hollered, they needed some water. She said, go to the water hose. Yeah. Right. She said it wasn't good.
I talked decent about drinking out of the water hose a couple of weeks ago.
It's okay.
We were out in the garden.
That's what mine did.
Yeah, we were out in the garden. He said, I go inside. I said, you are not going inside. I said, here, drink some water. And he said, from there? I was like, it's going to taste so good. Drink some.
Yeah.
It's going to taste so hose watery. Yeah. It's a memory. You'll have that as a memory. Yeah. My dad, I remember. My dad would say, I'm not air conditioning the neighborhood. Quit going out, in and out.
I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about that because y'all's front door was open, but it was hard to shut. Yeah. And I'm thinking, they are air conditioning the whole outside.
My dad used to say, I'm not air conditioning the neighborhood. Right. Stay out. Don't come in here.
Yeah.
Unless you got to go to the bathroom. Of course, we peed outside and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we stayed outside.
We're
of the generation where Saturday morning, me and my buddy Raymond and Alan, our neighborhood kid, we'd all get together. We'd get up and eat cereal and watch some cartoons on Saturday morning. Then we'd go to one of them's house and stay in there and watch a few cartoons. By 10 o'clock, we were outside. Oh, absolutely. And my parents, said, be home when the street lights come on, or, be home for dinner.
That's right.
I mean, dinner, not lunch.
No.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Well, let me tell you, I got so aggravated with Decent a few weeks ago. He was wanting to watch TV.
Only 3.
Well, he's 4, but he was wanting to watch TV. He was getting so mad because I was like, no, you can play with your toys. Like, we're not watching TV all day. Well, finally, he just wouldn't stop whining. I said, you know what? Go outside. Go in the backyard. It's fenced in. I said, go out there. Take your trucks with you. Play on the playground, I'll open the window because I was trying to clean. I said, that way, if you need anything, I can hear you. So he's like, okay, open the window. I hear him hollering after like 5 minutes, wanting to come in. I was like, you're not coming in. The door is locked. You're not coming in. Just stay in the backyard. I said, if you want to go sit down, go sit on the swing or something. So I hear hollering. Then I hear singing. Then it gets quiet. I didn't think anything about it because I was working, cleaning up the kitchen. And then I get a phone call from my mother-in-law, who lives like from here to the lobby away. And she said, hey, did you know that Deason is down here? And I was like, oh my goodness, no.
He went down to her house.
He opened the gate and walked through our yards over to her house and was sitting up there eating a sandwich.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That's the way a kid ought to be.
He was trying to tell you he was hungry and you were starving to
guess
death.
so. I
and
just wasn't
he's
listening
like,
to
well, I guess
him.
I need to take matters into my own hands here.
So I had to walk over there and get him. I was like, you cannot leave the yard. And he's like, well, I got bored, so I went to see Nana. And I was like, baby, you could get run over or anything else.
Well,
That's just being a boy.
It scared me.
Ours have been in diapers and gone. All of a sudden, you get a phone call, can't find so and so.
Yeah.
And I mean, ours and walked straight through the woods. They were on their way to Sassy's
Goodness.
house, and I wouldn't even go through the woods
Yeah.
when it was dark. And they
They'd have no problem.
No.
You know, if you noticed as a grandparent, I think we've talked about this before. As a grandparent, all right, when my kids were coming up, I'd kill them for doing certain things. I mean, you know, I was so strict, and they'd do things in public, and I'd be mortified, and I'd whoop their butts, and I'd take them to the car and wouldn't let it, you know. My grandkids do it, I laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the weirdest thing of the difference between your children and your grandchildren. They do things. My boys would come visit and do things. I'd laugh.
Yeah.
And if that had been my son, I'd have killed him.
Right.
I know anytime I get on to decent at mom and dad's, the other day, he bit me. I don't think he meant to, but he bit me and
that's
I
what you
got
keep
so
going together
mad.
yourself.
Oh my
He
goodness.
didn't mean to.
Well, that's what mama told me the next
Yeah.
day. And I was like, okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was getting on to him. Dad said, he told Bailey, my husband, he's like, she just needs to go home. He didn't know he had bit me though. And
Right.
Bailey was like, well, he just bit her. And he's like, oh my gosh, did she bite him back? And I was like, yes, I did.
Yeah. We did.
And then
That's
I
what we
spanked
did.
him.
Yeah. That's what
But
we
it's
did.
so funny because
You
he
don't
can
wanna
do
bite her.
anything.
There's a lot of things-
And he's too old to be biting.
Yeah.
If he was just getting teeth or something like that,
Yeah.
okay. But you're 4 years old. You're not going to be biting people like a little
Biting.
caveman.
Oh, yeah. So how many last year did you have that bit?
None.
And oh, really?
Yeah,
very
none,
fortunate.
Did you have any
surprisingly.
biters?
No, I
can't
was
believe
very
that.
shocked. Now, Miss Teresa, the director, she told me, she was like, you have the best class. She was like, this is the best
that's
class we've had in a long time. So I told her, I was like, you're setting me up for failure.
Well,
because
that's true. She jinxed you. But now you know
This
that
year.
you know in class that when if they bite, you can't bite them back.
I know. I can't grab them up and bite them back.
Not in front of anybody.
Well, that's true. Or don't leave teeth marks.
Right.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't leave a mark.
My mother could
Oh,
pinch me
man.
where I would have thought she'd pinch me under the table in a restaurant or something.
Uh-huh.
I thought there'd be blood everywhere.
Yeah.
That woman was beautiful at learning how to pinch that would hurt, but it wouldn't leave a mark.
Oh my
I
gosh.
pulled ears.
She pulled ears. She
I mean, I
she
pinched, knocked, hit.
Yeah,
I did
She
whatever.
did
Yeah.
too.
But yeah, I pulled ears. Now
I've
and
had
then.
my foot stomped.
You know, at
My
church.
thing is,
You know,
Oh, yeah.
at the church,
Church.
which Mom would
I've
be in the
got-
choir, and a look would
Uh-huh.
stop me in my
Right.
tracks. I'd be like,
see,
I'm gonna get it when I
normally
get home.
that's how
And you know what-
decent he is. Because I'll just look at him. He's like, I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My mother would give me that look, and every now and then it didn't work. I got my tail. whooped.
Oh,
absolutely.
man.
Oh my God! If I
Absolutely.
ignored that look, that stink eye.
Yeah. You never worried if Mom said you're gonna get a whip when you get home.
Oh,
She could have a party, and I would think, oh, she's in such a good mood.
Yeah,
Blah,
she's
Right.
blah,
done
blah.
forgot.
she never
As soon
forgot.
as you walk in the
and
door
then
and go
my
to the
problem
door.
is, mother would blister me. Then my dad would get home and she'd tell him.
Oh,
and I usually
man.
got another one.
No.
My dad would back her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard this thing. It was at our marriage conference a couple years ago at church. And the preacher that was talking said that his wife went from spanking their kids, she stayed home, and they wouldn't take her seriously. Like they just knew they were going to get spanking, that'd be it. Well, then she got a little dry erase board and kept it on the fridge, and she'd write their names on there and put lines every time that they weren't following directions or being ugly or whatever. And that it was his responsibility when he got home to spank the kids. But that
Oh,
they would
that's
have
pretty
all
good.
day to get their lines, like how many
Oh, they might
spankings
get
they were getting
12
taken
before
away.
they- yeah.
And so they had to be good and do chores and what they were supposed to do to
Yeah.
get those lines taken away.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty smart.
That's very
Well,
smart.
if that
Yes.
had been
Very
my
smart.
house, my mother would have used the dry eraser board to whack
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's probably what
My
I
dad,
Yeah.
you know, my mom. And listen, they were not abusive. I'm telling you now, every time I got a spanking, I deserved 5. I
Yeah.
was sneaky enough to get away with 2 or 3 times I didn't get caught. But for every spanking I got, I deserved 2 or 3 of them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's amazing. And now some of these, helicopter parents. Now I was talking to a girl that's a counselor in a school, high school.
Yeah.
And she's also a counselor in private practice.
Mm-hmm.
And she said the sad thing now is some of these in the school, she said the kids can be bad, but they can be dealt with. She said, I dread dealing with the parents.
Oh, man.
Because their child can do used to be a parent would come in and say, what'd he do?
Yeah.
Or what'd she do? And you'd tell them, and then they'd play hell at home.
Yeah.
Because the parents believed the teachers and believed the counselor,
Right.
was
Yeah.
on the side,
Right.
like with a policeman or something.
Right.
Now, their child can do no
They're
wrong.
fighting them.
Yeah, it's hard. She said it's changed a lot in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I don't understand that. My dad, if I got sent home, the teacher would send me to the principal's office. Principal would paddle me. Sometimes at the coach, and it was not good. And then I'd go home with the note saying I'd been paddled. So my mother would whack me, and then when my dad got home, my dad would whack me.
Oh, God.
Paddle me or spank me. They weren't abusive. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but the teachers in the school was always the authority, and I mean, I didn't even have a defense. They didn't ask me what really happened. If I got sent home with a note, it was my fault.
Yeah.
And it always was, to be honest with you. I mean, I never was sent home or disciplined wrongly.
Yeah.
I was always in the wrong, and they were right, and my parents believed it, and I paid the price. But there was never any. I mean, if I said I didn't do it, I'd be lying.
Yeah.
Of course I did it.
Yeah. And I think one big thing too is, it's like you said earlier, in our house we said yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you, please.
Yeah.
Right.
And they don't do that in school
No.
anymore.
Do they not?
No.
Not really.
Oh man!
No,
if I'd ever
they
said
don't.
just yes
Oh.
or no without a ma'am or a sir, the teacher would have had me, the principal would have gotten me, the
Yeah.
coach would have gotten me, my parents would have gotten me.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
I think
and I have gotten, and it's bad as I've gotten older, I've gotten more lax because they don't make them say it at school.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but now if one of them says yeah or no to mama, I'm like, yes ma'am,
Yeah.
no ma'am.
Yeah.
But I'm more lax with me, but now not my mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
and I make Deason say it, but when he's being ugly and being a smart aleck, if I say yes, ma'am, he'll say yes, sir. Oh,
yeah,
it makes me so. I'm
just
like,
to be a
you
smarty.
know.
Well, I never forget, everyone, my parents, and I had that extended family, my uncles and aunts, teachers, if you said yes, they'd say, yes, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
we
was
all
always
did.
the thing. Yes, what? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Whatever. Or no, no, what?
I think it's in more in public schools that they don't, because now all the pronouns and stuff, and they have to be careful
Well, I
in
think
the
they've
public
lost
schools about what they can and can't
Yeah,
say.
and I think that's one of the problems.
Yeah.
It is a
I think
problem.
I think that's one of the problems because to me, the respect that shows.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand that some people don't feel like,
Yeah.
not saying it is not showing respect. But
Yeah.
I think we did better in our years with our children growing up. I mean,
I think
not
so,
that
too.
not that some of my children can't be
Too cute.
crazy or
Yeah.
out of hand or whatever, but I've never in my life had any of my children go anywhere and somebody say, "My gosh, your child was." It's always they're very respectful,
Polite,
Yeah.
respectful.
Yeah. Now they might get home and act stupid. or
Yes, they
something.
always do.
Sure.
That's
But,
how
That's their
decent
job.
it
But
is.
when
Push
they
the
go
limit.
home, I mean, as long as you don't do it when you're at somebody else's,
Yeah.
makes a difference.
Well, and I'm to this day, I'm 73. I still say ma'am and sir to everybody. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I-
No, whatever. It's ingrained. It's part of what I am.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of it. I'll be honest
Oh,
with you.
I am too.
The whole thing is it's how you bring kids up. Not that it's belittling. It's they should be proud of the fact that they have manners.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it always ultimately makes them a better person and makes them look better to other folks. And so it's pride in themselves. That's a problem. A lot of these kids nowadays, they they're acting terrible because they don't have any self pride.
Yeah.
And I mean the good kind. Be proud of how you look. Be proud of how you carry yourself. Be proud, not false pride, pride in your appearance, pride in your how you treat other people.
Yeah.
Pride in how you bully or not bullying people, that kind of thing.
A lot of times, though, the kids are running the house.
Yeah.
It's what the issue
It
is.
is. The inmates are
nowadays.
running the asylum
Right.
or
That's
the
a-
prison, the jail.
That's a
Too
lot.
many chiefs, not enough Indians.
That's right. I will say all of mine are disciplined. All of my children are disciplinarians.
Good.
But yeah, when I go out somewhere, I'm like, I want to say, you need to tear his tail.
Right.
I mean, you know, somebody's kid. I'm like, oh, you know. But now let me say this though, Colson, he probably needs more whippings, but he's so daggum funny.
Yeah.
Until
But
you
that's
can't
that thing
laugh
again. That's that thing again about some of them are little characters.
Yes.
Right.
And it's hard to get mad at a character.
Yeah.
And when the mom's trying to discipline and we're all laughing,
Uh,
you know, that doesn't
that's so
doesn't
Takes
hard.
away all the
And
pain
plus,
and all
she's
the
laughing
yeah.
half the time anyway. But
Yeah.
it's
My
it's
dad
funny.
said there were times when he was alive, he would say, "You kids are coming up." There were times I was in there supposedly mad at you and discipline you, and I had a hard time not smiling. You know, I was trying to be mean and tough,
Right.
and I wanted to grin because it was so funny, but
Right.
I couldn't let you see that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I always tell my kids too, you know, you can say whatever you want to about me. You can call me mean. You can hate me. You can cuss me, whatever, as long as it's behind the doors and I don't hear it.
Yeah.
If I hear it,
You're
it's
going to
on.
pay the price.
It's on. But I never
Right.
heard it. I don't ever remember hearing
Yeah.
it. But I know it was said. I know it was said.
That's one of those things you just don't
Well,
you can't think
it
about
was,
it.
Right.
You know it was thought. It may
Right.
not have been said, but it might have been thought.
Look, let me tell you, most of mine are getting back
Sure.
everything they
That's
ever
God
did.
does that to people.
Yeah.
Everything
if you're
they
a
did.
bad kid, your kid's gonna pay. You're gonna pay the price for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And out of 14, you can't have all good.
No.
You,
no.
it's
Well,
not in it. But it's
but
it
it's
is
not
funny
just
too.
that too.
Yeah.
It's
It is funny too.
every kid has his moments.
Oh, sure,
Every child has his moments.
sure. But yeah, it's funny.
That is
It's
funny.
funny.
Well, y'all, it is 7:45. We're going to take one more break, hear a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to talk some more about insurance and just all of the different things that you do and that you provide for our community. So, y'all stay tuned. You've been tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Taylor Dollarville and Miss Kim Robinson with Bama Benefits. It is Friday, July the 31st, and you're listening to Piper Peach Radio. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
From 8 o'clock during the break, we're talking about the most important things that we've talked about all morning. That's sausage balls.
Yeah, we were chowing
I
down.
love sausage balls when they're good. And then, you know, over my whole life, of course, you get them a lot of times at Christmas. Mm-hmm. That's a big Thanksgiving and Christmas thing.
Yeah.
And I've had well-meaning family members or neighbors bring us sausage balls. And some of them are just delicious, but some of them are inedible.
Yeah, just
they're
dust
just so
balls.
hard or so dry. And my problem is I love them, but when I make them, they're terrible. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've tried 4 or 5 different recipes. I follow them to the letter, I think. I obviously don't, because mine always either come out really hard. Maybe I overcook them.
So one thing that you're doing, which I just gave you the perfect recipe. One thing you're doing is you're rolling the your balls too tight.
Overwork it.
I will tell you that I do. I sit there and turn them into these little hard golf balls.
You just pick some up and just kind of do it and make it into a ball.
Oh no, I sit there. Mine are perfectly round, beautiful little tight.
Well, you see, mine's not perfectly round.
No, and they're good.
Yours turn into
but
bullets.
That's what it is.
Do what?
Yours turn into those cannonballs, like little muskets.
Exactly.
Mine are mini balls you could kill someone with if you shot it out of.
Right, but that's a big thing too.
You know, that makes sense because I can cook really pretty well. I can't make a biscuit that you can eat.
Oh, really?
My biscuits are hard and I do overwork. I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just can't help myself. I sit there and I work the hell out of them. I mean, I overdo. You know, I work them too much, knead them too much.
Yeah, if you do it too much.
Yeah,
if
you get too
and
much.
they come out hard as a rock.
I think you get too much into the sensory part of it. You may need to get you some. Yeah, get you some Play-Doh. Yeah.
I need just to make my biscuits after I played with Play-Doh for about an hour.
Right. That may be what
Get your hands tired and then make you some.
For Christmas one year, I had my daughter-in-law sit beside me, and as I was making my biscuits,
she could see how you make them.
Well, we were figuring out the recipe of how to make them. which it still takes you still got to get the texture. You got to, get all that down. And so she sat there and I'd say, okay, add a quarter more flour, whatever. And then I had it put on a towel for them for Christmas.
Oh, I love
in
that.
In my handwriting. So that was
neat.
neat. And I'm giving a shout out, I guess, but CNC Trophy, they do things like that.
You can actually, they'll stitch it in your handwriting on a towel.
Well, they don't stitch it. They
print it.
Yeah, like they can
Like
put
the
it on a
sublimation.
board.
I got you.
Or they gave me some to give away in the last giveaway that I had, but like cake plates and pie.
Oh,
and
that's
they can
cool.
do on the top part.
That's cool.
They can do initials or perfect wedding gifts.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's sweet to have that in a handwriting.
yeah. But you're right on your biscuits. You're
I work them to death, I guess, because
kind of with you sausage balls.
Yeah.
the sausage balls same way.
So before
I
you
sit
bake,
there and I work that dough and work it, and then I make a nice, perfectly round little, sausage ball. Put them in there, and they're just
Knowing it,
Yeah,
they're
you
gonna come out
need-
good.
and they're going to come out like little marbles.
you need to add you an hour to your cook time. That way you can incorporate in some Play-Doh time before
That's
you
what I
start
need
baking.
to do.
When
Get
the
a stress ball and work that stress
Yeah.
ball for an hour, and then go make my sausage.
That's right.
I'll come in one day and make my sausage balls. And,
Really? And I can watch you do them, see how you do them?
yeah, we got a kitchen here,
That might be
Yeah,
good. We
come
can
to
do it in our kitchen show.
Yeah.
That's a
So-
great idea.
I can teach you how to
I would
do them?
love to do biscuits that you could eat.
Yeah.
And mine tastes
we can
good
do
if you
that
can
side
just
by
break
side.
them into and soak them in water for an hour so you can chew
So
them.
what do you put in yours?
Just,
What do you do your?
it's like I use Martha White or white lily flour, baking powder, baking soda, I think. It seems like I do a little of both. If I remember right, the recipe had some baking soda and some baking powder.
Yeah,
So-
you do way too much. So you do if you would just get
And buttermilk and buttermilk and salt.
All right, so get self-rising flour.
Oh, really? See, I use
Get
the
your
regular.
Crisco, the white Crisco.
White Crisco.
Yeah, and buttermilk.
Yeah,
Okay, there it is.
that's it.
That's it.
See, I use the all-purpose flour, and then I
Yeah,
put
so
in
you
the.
don't. There's no need for all that.
So just use the self-rising
Self-rising flour.
It makes it easier.
Yeah, much easier.
You're making it much easier. For me.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And then do you work the dough for like 6 hours before
No,
you?
no, don't do that because they'll be bad again.
They're really
Hockey
hard.
pucks.
Mine are really hard.
Yeah.
They're pretty,
So, well, that's all.
but
that
you can
matters.
pave the road with them.
Right. Well, I mean, as long as they're pretty, you can take a picture of them.
I have.
Yeah,
I've
take
actually-
a picture of it and post
I've
it. You don't
actually-
have to say how good they are.
I bring them out. I brush melted butter on them.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just
You know
beautiful.
what? I hadn't thought about
They are
doing that.
so beautiful.
I
And
could
then you
put
pick them
garlic
up,
butter on
and
them.
it's
Yeah.
you could play hockey with them. You go to.
Man.
I've broken a tooth trying to bite into one of my biscuits. Literally like.
You know, I didn't know until recently. I didn't know until recently that, which it makes sense, but the smaller pan you use and the closer together your biscuits
Yeah, the
are,
more they rise.
the taller they get,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
always
want 'em
use biscuit
touching.
beside- Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want them like
And
all
you
of
gotta have
separate
it.
in a.
You need sides. A lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
They'll just put it on a baking sheet.
Yeah.
No,
You
no.
need-
Put them in a
you need
round.
sides.
I never knew
I
that.
bake mine in a round cake pan.
Okay,
Yeah.
the best thing to bake them
Look,
in
she's like, okay, you
is a
don't need to
cast
tell
iron-
us.
Is a cast iron skillet.
Oh yeah, I never.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah, and then when you put the biscuits in there, then you take some bacon grease and you put it over the top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes
Cast
it
iron
good.
skillet's better than anything.
Yeah.
You know what though? My biscuits are harder than the cast iron biscuit after you take them out.
Well,
Oh man.
They are. You'd have to season my biscuits to eat them.
well, we're gonna have to see if we can do it one day.
I'm gonna have to.
I mean,
work on
I
it.
don't think listening to you talk about them, I don't think seasoning would help. I think you'd need to take them to a cheese grater and make some breadcrumbs out of them.
Oh, you know that's an idea.
Think
There
they
you
could-
go.
I don't think
You don't
could
think it'd
break-
do?
You'd have to get a hydraulic press to break them down.
Right.
Dang.
I mean,
Maybe
they-
maybe at some point it says you don't need to be in charge of sausage balls anymore.
Or
No, I
biscuits.
At home.
No.
Or biscuits.
But biscuits. Now, and you know what's funny is I bake some great cakes.
Oh, do
But
you?
you don't. Yeah, you don't work the dough like you do with a.
Yeah.
Well, true.
Yeah.
True. So you like to make cakes?
I love to make cakes.
Have you
I
ever
made
made a crack cake?
A crab cake?
Crack.
Oh no! Is that where you just dump everything in the thing and let it, and you don't even mix it?
It's so dead. Well,
I've
you
done
mix.
that
No.
one time.
You
It was
mix it. You mix this for the crack cake, but it's the ingredients. You just dump it
Dump
all
them
in.
in.
You don't have to.
Is it like a cake box of cake mix and
You do. You use a box of cake mix,
Yeah.
and then there's several. There's a lot of other things, but you. Yeah, it's great. I have to make one. Bring one of those to y'all.
I used to call that a dump cake. Dump.
Yeah.
Because you
Oh, no,
dump it
I've
all
heard
together.
dump cake. Yeah. Yeah. This is called a crack
Wow,
cake.
crack cake.
And because it's
so
because
good.
once you get it, once you eat it,
It's
it's
like
like
crack.
You
crack.
can't stop.
Yeah.
You want it more and more. It's good. It's good.
Well, we only have a couple minutes left. So tell our listeners that weren't listening earlier or that just joined us.
Let's hurry up and get this show over because I won't get back in those sausage balls she brought. They're
know.
out of reach.
I know.
Over there.
If they
And
were
that's
over
not-
here,
If
they were over here, he'd
You
be
should have
chowing
left them up
down.
here
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah,
Because I'd be sitting here just talking to you and eating them like,
Yeah.
stop.
like that.
So basically, what I do is I'm an independent insurance broker, and I help people with their Medicare. I help them set up their SSA.gov account, whatever they need. I can help them with in that sense. So, but I've said it 1,000 times. Whether you see myself or someone else, you always need to use an agent so they can be that personable.
Yes.
And they get to know you. And then every single year, you need to see an agent to make sure that the plan that you're on and that you understand that
Doesn't
the plan.
it change every
That's
year?
what I was fixing to say.
Yeah.
Because then also, you need to see them every single year because they can tell you what changes. Have been made, and okay, are you good with these changes, or do you want to, let's look at other things. But I start next week going to rollouts, so I'll start learning about all the new plans beginning next week, and that lasts. So from August through October 15th, we're training. And
do
learning
you
all the
always
new-
have the year ends up around Christmas? Is it a fiscal year? So it's
Well,
December,
December
January?
7th. December 7th. So enrollment begins October 15th.
Oh, okay.
Ends December 7th. That's
I got
annual
Oh, yeah.
So
enrollment.
you got to have it fixed for the next year by December, by Pearl Harbor
7th.
Day.
Yeah.
December
December
7th.
7th.
Pearl Harbor.
And
So
so,
for the annual enrollment, but of course then you have some different things. I know we don't have a lot of time, but then you have open enrollment. But if you have like a critical condition, like if you have diabetes, if you have
Cystic fibrosis or any kind of chronic
Well,
disease.
congestive heart failure, renal failure, those three. So it'll be interesting. They're saying that there's going to be more on that list come next year. But if you have that, like if you didn't have diabetes and tomorrow you found out you had diabetes, then you could come and talk to me and I could show you the critical care plans.
Wow.
And there, it is worth looking into if you have one of those critical illnesses. It's absolutely worth looking into what you
Yeah.
have now versus what you can, and you can change that. Like I said, if you get diagnosed tomorrow, then you can change
Oh,
to
really?
a
Can you
critical.
actually
wow.
change it midstream
Yes.
if you're diagnosed?
That's correct.
I
That's
did not
good.
know that. That's
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you just have it, like if you hear me today say this, and you're on a regular plan, and you're like, oh, well, I
But
have
I'm
diabetes
diabetic.
because they didn't talk to an agent, so they didn't know
Yeah.
that was an option, because that's one of the questions that you ask, in going as an independent agent.
Yeah.
You ask them all this. You know what they're doing.
and so
But yeah,
you can help anyone, it doesn't matter the age, right?
correct.
With insurance. And then tell us where you can be found. So I know that you also visit people at their home if they can't come to you, but if they
Yes.
can come to you, what's the address?
So it's 619 2nd Avenue North, and it's right between, the way I say, it's between Suits Me and Mulberry, and then right down from Morelands, right down from Main Street. Those are the way people. But yeah, I do, and that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand. I am in the office alone, but I do go out. Like yesterday, I had 2 appointments.
Yeah.
And so if you just come by, I may not be there, but you can always call me and I'll set up a time to come. But yeah.
Do you have a Facebook set up?
I do.
So you can find her
So
on
what's your
Facebook too.
Bama Benefits.
Bama Benefits on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Bama Benefits, and you'll see my picture.
Yeah.
That's about the only way I know to do it. 'Cause
That's smart.
I'm not Facebook savvy.
That's okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that's
Y'all
the
put
easiest
a-
way to do it.
Put
Yeah.
a picture of a sausage ball on there. I won't forget
Then
that.
you'll know.
Yeah.
I could get one with me eating a sausage ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's a good
thank
idea.
you so much, Miss Kim,
Yeah,
for
this has
coming
been
in
been
and for
a
bringing us
treat.
breakfast.
Absolutely.
We had a wonderful
Absolutely.
time.
I've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Hope you have a good weekend. I'm about to have me a sausage ball or 2 or 3 or 10.
Yes, it is 8:03, so y'all know what that means. We are done for the day. It's about time to go to work for everyone else that is not already there. And y'all have a wonderful weekend. We will see you in August. We'll be back Monday
In
from
August,
6 to
tomorrow,
8.
actually.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
in August.
Yeah,
I
August
did.
1st is tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow.
So, y'all have a wonderful weekend. Stay dry out there, and we'll see you next week for Morning Mayhem. Bye.